Tuna fishing in Indian waters is mainly confined to the small-scale motorized or mechanized sector and can be broadly classified into coastal fishery and oceanic fishery. Long lining, pole and line and purse-seining are the commonly used gear for tuna fishing. Long lining is a passive fishing method. It is the most energy efficient and selective fishing method. In long lines, there are two main types of gear, traditional or basket type and monofilament gear, with many combinations and variations in between. Introduction of monolines, nylon monofilament for branch lines and main lines, autoline system for shooting and hauling of long lines are recent introductions in India. Tuna resources in Indian exclusive economic zone are estimated to be 0.28 million tons. India has a great prospect as a potential tuna exporter in the international market. Total tuna landing in India in 2013 was 85,359 tons along the mainland and 7,196 tons in Lakshadweep waters. The fishing method is specially suited to catch scattered, sparsely distributed fish and effective fishing method to harvest tunas. This method is also eco-friendly, fuel-efficient and size and species selective. The depth where the hooks are set in the water column is a crucial element and can be regulated mainly by modifying the intervals of the main line between float lines and partially by adjusting the length of float line and/or the speed of shooting, and to a lesser extent by modifying the length of the branch lines. Modern tuna long line consists of nylon monofilament main line, nylon monofilament branch line, swivel, floats, stainless steel snap-in hook, lead swivel, snood wire, etc. The monofilament main line can range from 3 mm to 3.5 mm in diameter. The branch lines can be made from 1.25 to 2.5 mm diameter. It may have a snood wire at the hook end. An half meter 3 to 4 mm diameter nylon rope can be provided in the branch line just after the branch clip and is attached with a swivel. A snood wire can be provided just before the hook so as to prevent sharks from cutting off the monofilament branch line. Fishing operations. A typical set operated by small-scale fishermen consists of 50 or more units of baskets connected together with a buoy at each connection. Each basket has about 5 hooks. Shooting of the line is usually carried out from the aft of the vessel. Fishing commences before dawn and the hooks are baited using flying fish, mackerel, rani fish, etc. Live fish is also used for tuna long lining. The crew member responsible for attaching the bait to the hook does so by piercing the bait by the hook at the time of casting the branch line just before being clipped onto the main line. The branch lines are stored separately and attached to the main line while casting the line, each hook being baited just before leaving the vessel's deck. Light buoys and radio buoys are used for locating the line. Hauling of the lines is usually carried out after noon. The last buoy set is usually the first to be hauled on board and detached from the main line. In case of small-scale fishermen, the main line and branch line is hauled up manually, whereas large vessels haul the main line through hydraulic hauler. Branch lines are unclipped off the main line as they come over the side of the vessel or after they go through the line hauler. The branch lines are stacked in bins and is made ready for the next operation. When a large fish is detected on a line, the vessel slows and the fish is brought alongside the vessel and a gaff is used to take out the fish on board the vessel. Bycatch. Non-targeted species caught in tuna longline are called bycatch. Turtles, dolphins, seabirds and sharks are the main species which form bycatch and longline fishing operations. With rich resources of tuna and tuna-like fishes in the Indian seas and high demand and lucrative price for the sashimi-grade tuna in the world market, targeted fishing for tuna in the country is going to pick up at a faster pace in the near future. The initial hiccups like proper and hygienic handling and processing of catch on board for quality tuna, availability of skilled manpower and the fishing techniques for operation of tuna long lines, and knowledge of productive fishing grounds are few constraints that will have to be addressed for successful tuna longline fishing operations.